Okay guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. It's Alfred. Got a quick one for you today. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be getting a little churchy in A flat. So these are some of my favorite moves, just a few of my favorite moves I like to add when I'm playing like congregational type music or shout music. You can throw this really in anywhere. You can really throw this in anywhere, but this is what we're going to do. So this is the first move you saw. So this one. Right? So that was the first move right there. So that's leading me to my D flat chord, right? So I'll play one more time. Bum, bum, bum. So right here. So I have an A flat 7 chord, right? I have an A flat chord in second inversion. I have the tritones, right? With the 7th, and then I have the 3rd. And then I move that up a half step, so that's gonna put me at A7, right? Same inversion types. And that puts me to B7, B flat 7. So I'm going up here, because in the bass you hear the boom, boom, boom. So yeah, right? So basically I'm going to do a 2-5, 2-5 to get to my D flat. So I'm doing something like this. So something like that, yeah. So going here, here, and then boom. So that's kind of the concept I came up with, right? So right there, and then this chord. So right here, this is back to my A flat. I'm sorry, this is back to my E flat minor. So that's where this chord comes here. I approach it from like, sort of like this. Right, D minor to E flat minor. So that's kind of how it works. So I have, right? So you're gonna really make sure your fingers are working on this, because this is a lot to take in. And then this last part right here, right? So I have this. So now I've got tritones and I got fourths. So right now I'm approaching my A flat chord from a G. Right? And then I'm approaching my, so that's kind of how that works, right? And then like a C, right? To D flat. So that's kind of the idea there, right? And then the cool thing about this is that you can drop this all the way down when you do that walk down, that bum, 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 right? So literally all I'm doing is this. That's in my left hand. That's my left hand. So I'm just going down by each tritone to get to this tritone here, which is part of my A flat 7 chord, and then I'm just going in fourths down, because you have that, something like that. But the cool thing about like gospel music is that traditional gospel music, it's really heavenly, like licks and all the different stuff is really based on like those chromatic changes. So this is a nice one. And then you're walking down, ba, 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 ba. And then you go back to your 5. So you can go something like this. I like doing that. Okay, because I love those chromatic notes. So this is pretty advanced stuff. You're really gonna want to have like a basic concept of how to play it already before you start adding this. So yeah. So this is a pretty cool thing to add. I like that. Okay, and then another thing I like to do is, since I'm already here, right? I'll probably dance on this chord for a while once we do the turnaround. So now we're back, right? So then I like to walk it up from here to that B flat 7 chord, because remember that B flat 7 chord's gonna lead me to my E flat minor. My E flat minor is gonna lead me to my A flat 7. Then my A flat 7 is gonna lead me to my D flat 7, right? So that's kind of how that's all working out. So basically what I'm got going on here, whenever you're at that A flat, some type of A flat chord, right? Because I'm at A flat chord right here once I get here, but the thing is that it's rootless. If you're playing with a bass player, you can get away with this type of stuff and it can still sound good. So just how I kind of did this is another version of this, right? Going up by half steps, tritone, then I have these fourths, right? B flat and E flat, boom, 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 and then I can do the same idea, right? All right. And And I can do something like that. Something like that. So let's check that out again. Bum, bum, bum. I love that. Because I love the movements on these, because it feels like something's happening, right? Because, you know, you can really get choppy. But, you know, I like to have that movement. And check out these movements. These are nothing but kind of half diminished. This is a C half diminished, right? If I'm looking at this from like without, you know, just from looking at the bass, it's a C half diminished. The E flat is just moved up top, right? Right? And I'm going to D half diminished, right? Practice this type of movements though. It's gonna come in handy, because trust me, you can use it in a lot more different ways than just this. So yeah. So that's gonna lead me to my B flat, and then right, A flat, something like that. So yeah, that's just a cool little tip, you know. Bum, bum, bum. Then I have this. But yeah, that's all I got today, guys, man. Take care. Peace out.